What's going on, guys? We're going to play some Inside the Cup golf today. Okay, Inside the Cup golf, um, established in 2018, and in the last couple of years, it really come a long way. Um, my friend, um, my friend Keith White, he asked me over the last couple of days. He said something about the guy that won over the weekend, Tom Hoge. Okay, he just asked me. He said, "How do you think he'll do the rest of the year?" I think he'll play well. Okay, I definitely think so. He gets to go to Augusta. I don't think he'll do the greatest there. He can hit the ball straight, pretty straight, but he can't get the ball as far as he probably needs to at Augusta. So we're gonna try him out here at Augusta. Okay. I don't even have a piece of paper, so we're just gonna keep score by the seat of our pants here. Okay. All right. So Tom Hoge, not the best. Well, let's go like this too. Well, yeah. Let's see both. How about that? So Tom Hoge is going to be teeing off, and yeah, he's not a long hitter at all. A black 20 will get him out, 300 and some yards. Other than that, actually 330 it says. Other than that, though, it's not really vital that he gets out there. B or C, he's fine. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that's a 19, so that's really good. That's B, and that's a 9. 9 on the white is perfect. 4 to 15, he's in the middle of the fairway. Perfect shape. Perfect shape there. Okay. And now, let's see. He is going to be going with middle iron, -1. So middle iron -1. He needs 8. He needs at least an 8. He needs at least an 8. He gets a 20. That's awesome. But a 2 will only get him 35 feet away. All right. Now, or outside of 35 feet. So let's say he's 40 feet away. All right. 40 feet away. All right. If you get a 20 on the black die here, a 20 on the white die, rather. 20 on the white die. It's an automatic hole in too. So 202. So the black die with a 20 almost gets it in. White die with a 20 does get it in. That's a 159, and that will be a par. Nothing wrong with that. Par 5 coming up now. Let's see what's going to happen here. Whoops, that's a leaner. That's a leaner. That didn't work too well. Let's try it again. That's not a leaner. That's a 9. So that's a C. And with a 9, middle of the fairway. So now he has the option. And I like to play option here. I don't like to have to roll a 12 or whatever. I like to be able to lay up if I want to or go for it. We don't have any water. We have no reason not to go for it. Fairway wood, instead of a 13, it's going to be a 12. So let's go for it. That's a 12. And then there's a 7 right here. So he's going to be 26 to 35 feet away. Now, a white 1 is going to cost us an extra shot. This is for eagle. 26 to 35 needs a 199, so it's going to be really tough. 149 and birdie. 149. And so he's birdied 1 hole, so he's 1 under through 2. All right, fairway wood now. We're going to go with a fairway wood here. It'll be a little more safe. There's a 5. So he's going to be way back here. 11 with a 6. So a short iron now. Short iron. 5 or less. 5 or more, rather. 5 or more. That's an 11 with a 20. Inside of 5 feet. No zeros there. So how about this? And a 105. No, I'm sorry. 16. So It's not going to be very tough. Yeah. Swish. 2 under. 2 under there. How about that? Fairway wood +1. This is a tough one here at par 3. So he's going to need a 12. It's a 19 with a 17. So 11 to 15. 3 under right now through 3. 3 under through 3. It needs a 155. A white one would add to it too. 120. So it'd be a 121. Nope. Par. Driver now. 3 under. Hoagie is 3 under. 5 with a 17. 5. Ooh, with a 17, he's going to be over in the rough. 6 in the trees. So he's in the trees, boys and girls. Yep. And if you guys hear what I hear here, you don't want to hear it anyway. 13 plus 1 makes a 12. Actually, it'll make a 12. Nope. So he is around, let's see, 6. He's short of the green with a 3. Fairway. Laying there in 2. Pitching wedge, normally a 3. Now it just needs a 2. Anything but a 1, that's very good. With a 20 inside of 5 feet, that'll be for par. Okay. I started smelling something the last minute or 2. Ooh. What is this? 16. And whoops, that's a leaner, so that does not count. That would have been in 103. That's good. Putt is good. 3 under through 5. And we're going back to another par 3. Here we go. 15 with a middle iron is fine. And a 17 will be 11 to 15. So this is going to be good. All right. 11 to 15. 155, but a white 1 is not good. 11. So it'd be 111, and that will be a par. 3 under. Still 3 under through 6, so Tom Hoagie's playing well. Par 4. A 7. With a 4, he's going to be in the middle of the fairway with a long iron. Needs a 9. Gets a 15 with a 7. 26 to 35 feet. Needs a 199 and no 1. Whoop. Let's try it again. There we go. Nope. Two putts and he's fine. We're looking to see if maybe Alan Shaw may come on. We're hoping Alan Shaw will come on. All right. And he says he's working right now, Sue. Okay. We will see if maybe he'll come in a little later. If he can, we will be around. Driver now. Tom Hoagie, 3 under right now. 16 will be a B with an 8, middle of the fairway. Now, we don't have any water here, but it is some tough rough. We're going to go for it, though. Instead of 13, it's going to be a 14. No, does not work. It's going to be 1 and with a 2. So it's going to be rough. Sitting over there in 2. Pitching wedge. 3. Oh, he only gets a 2. Oh, around the green, 8. And he's about to chip now. Let's see what he can do as far as a chip goes. He's at least a 111. Did not get it. That's a fail. Let's see. That is a fail. So let's say try it again. And he makes it that time. But he bogeys the whole 2 under par. I don't know nothing about that, Darius. I don't watch NBA. I cannot tell you nothing about that. Cannot tell you about that. 3 F with an 18. That'll be to the right with the 7. And that's going to be a fairway wood. Fairway wood. What's up, Alex? Whoops, that's a leaner. Let's try it again. And no, that's not going to be good. So around the green 6 with a 4. Fairway wood. He's sitting there in 2. Pitching wedge. Needs a 2 at least. Gets that. With his 1, that is 35 feet for par. 35 feet for par. 191. Nope, but he makes a bogey. So he's only 1 under. What's up, PJ? What's going on? Fairway wood here. 19. Oh, that's up here. 9's good. Middle of the fairway. Mid iron needs an 8. That's a 14 with a 13. That's going to be 11 to 15 and can get him back to 2 under par. PJ, want to ask you a question. Do you want me to send a banner to Dwayne, or do you want me to keep it? That's totally your decision, my friend. 11 to 15, 155, 7-1. That is a par. That is a par. I will do what you wish. Here's a driver. Now for Hoagie, hole number 11, 3 with a 17. So he is way back with a fairway wood. It's up Paul Gobier. Fairway wood, 14. That is good, but with a 2, it leaves him 35 feet. See what's going to happen now. 35 feet. Anything but a 1 or 2 on the white die, too. It's a 25, and it did not. That's going to be a 3-putt, and he's back to 1 under. Middle iron. Once it leaves my hands, I don't decide. If you want to keep it. Okay. All right, PJ. I got you, my friend. Whichever way you want. Mid iron, 7. 19 with a 3. 35 feet. 35 feet. It's delayed, but you and Alan still looking at Ryder Cup. Yes, yes. Paul, do you have this game? Do you have this game, Paul? It's a lot of fun. 55. Par. Playing here in Augusta. 20. Whoa, with a 2, though. And then with a 6, he's in the fairway. Believe that. How about that? Fairway wood plus 4. Plus 4? You got to be kidding me. So instead of a 13, it's going to be a 9. How do you feel about it, Darius? How do you feel about Louis Riddick? So 13 is not going to work. So it's going to be an 8 short with a 7. Fair, and it's a pitching wedge. I don't know enough about him. I really don't. We'll stop right there. We'll stop right there. We've played a little bit there anyway for you guys. I got all the courses put away right here. And I got the Masters Augustus course right there. All right. Biggest fan of him, but he could be a good fit. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not a great fan of his either. I wasn't a big fan of Mike Mayock getting it, and when he got it in with the Raiders. It'd be kind of like if somebody hired Chris Mortensen, Yeah, Mort, he's famous and all this other jazz, but when you got to start talking money with these guys, it's not that easy. And a GM role is money. It's not so much, it's players too, but it's more money. It really is. Because he's going to get help with player pick. Not a fan of Mel Kiper Jr. Mel Kiper Jr., though, I tell you, he's pretty accurate with his picks a lot of times. He's a jerk, I think. There's no way how many teams currently have a quarterback opening like Tampa and Pittsburgh. A bunch. Washington, Carolina, New Orleans, Miami. And Miami's saying they're going with Tua, but yeah, believe that if you want to believe it. Houston. Yeah, exactly right, Paul. Denver. People saying Detroit with Goff. I have to think, if I'm Detroit, I would not pick a quarterback in first round this time. I would not. 2 reasons. It's a quarterback light draft this time. Don't settle for a decent quarterback. Let Goff quarterback again. Get him some help. Man, get him some skill position players. He has none. I don't care who it is you draft as quarterback. They're not going to be successful with the players you've got in Detroit right now. You're just not. Who else? Let's see. Some people would say the Raiders are, Do I think Rodgers returns to the Packers? Yes. I think all he is smoke and mirrors. I just think all he does is blow a big huff and puff. That's it. It's exactly right. Now, to me, I think Philadelphia has quarterback concerns. Who in here believes Jalen Hurts could take Philadelphia to a Super Bowl and win it? Who thinks that? Who in here thinks Jalen Hurts could lead Philadelphia all the way through and win it all?
Hi, everybody.
John Wise, which golf game do you like the best? Inside the Cup or History Maker? Inside the Cup. Inside the Cup. As a Raiders fan, was good to make a playoff, still room for improvement. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they can do a lot better. But does anybody in here think that Jalen Hurts could take and win? And Alex has no chance in hell. And I'm with you. I'm with you. If you know that, why don't you draft a quarterback? If you're that stupid, and I really call it idiocy. I really do. I call you an idiot if you really think he can pull you through and win a Super Bowl, you got to beat the best teams in the NFC and then the best one that comes out of the AFC. I just don't think so. I just don't think he's that good. PJet says, hi, Darla. I just don't think he can do it. So, Alex, there's a lot of teams that need a lot of help. There really are. To me, if I'm Washington, I don't take a quarterback. I keep a Heineke guy. If I'm Detroit, I don't take a quarterback. If I'm Carolina, if you can keep Sam Darnold, I don't get a quarterback. New Orleans, I'd get a quarterback. New Orleans, I would go find somebody. How many quarterbacks do you see in the first round? 4. Even though I don't even think any of them are first round draft picks. Kenny Pickett is not a first round pick. He's not as good as any of those 4 that went last year. I don't think. I think Justin Fields is better. And I know a lot of people say Justin Fields is better than Mac Jones. Now, I don't think so. But Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, and Ryan Clark says Russell Wilson's not an all-time great quarterback. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. He's a better than average quarterback. He's won 1 Super Bowl. He's better than average. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give him a 7.5 at best. All-time great? No, I don't think he is either. All-time great? No. What has he done? He hasn't carried that team. No. Better than average, yes. Better than average. But all-time great? No. I'll put him on the same plane as Kyler Murray. The only reason he has a Super Bowl is because the Seahawks defense was too dominant that game against the Broncos. Well, yeah, you're right. But they should have had 2. They got an idiot coach. They got a dumbass coach. You see, if I were the Seahawks owner, I'd have fired him after that Super Bowl. They would have had 2 Super Bowl rings. And right now, Russell Wilson, he may even had another one by now with another coach. But I've said all along that coach is an idiot. He's a dumbass. Yeah, exactly. I've said all along I think he's an idiot. I stand by it. He pretty good at USC, but what has he ever won? When he had, he never won a national. Did he win a national championship? I don't think he did. He might have. Somebody let me know about that. I don't think he won a national championship. He might have, though, in USC. Maybe he did. Maybe he won a national championship. How many NFL coaches need a coach like 1 or 2? Now, like 1, yeah, 2. There's two openings now. There's a lot of teams that need a coach. Yeah. Pete Carroll is not a good coach. I'm sorry. Washington's coach is not a good coach. I'm already going to go down and say Chicago made a bad pick. I think Pete Carroll did, but they took it away because of yeah, may have. Yeah, you might be right. He may have. I'm already go down and say Chicago picked a bad coach. What does Chicago need? Offense or defense? From everything I saw last year, their offense was lacking. And then go get a defensive coach. No sense to me. That one just blew my friggin' mind when I heard that. I guess the biggest question is Tannehill going to stay in Nashville. Man, I'm telling you, if I'm Tennessee, I get rid of him. You got to. You're that close to winning a Super Bowl. You're that close to being the elite team. You were number one in the AFC this year. You got to number one. You got, Tannehill to me, I think you got to unload, go get somebody. See, now I don't understand why that would count against your salary cap. That's stupid too. If you don't have that player on your team at the beginning of the year, the beginning of camp, why would it count against you? That? I think that's stupid. So it makes it harder for a team to trade a player. Why you want to make it harder for them? Russell Wilson wants out of Seattle. He would love to go to Pittsburgh. He would love to go to Green Bay. I tried to watch Pro Bowl, but turned it off. What a waste of time. Two-hand time. Oh, yeah, you're right, Paul. I wouldn't sit and watch that for nothing. The NHL All-Star Game is that much better. That's it. It's not very good. The only All-Star game you want to watch is baseball. The home run hitting contest on Monday, All-Star game on Tuesday. And a lot of people don't want to watch All-Star game. But it's better. They're at least not going to let them hit the ball. They're not going to throw it across there at 5 miles an hour and let them knock it over the fence. They're not playing that. But, the Pro Bowl is difficult to watch. It really is. You're right. When I worked at McDonald's, there was an off-duty cop in the drive-thru who stopped. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I like John Wise says he likes the All-Star, the home run derby and the All-Star game. Yeah, I do too. I'm ready for them to solve their differences real quick, if they will. If they don't, they're going to be sitting out again. Another lockout is the last thing they need. Baseball. You would think they learn. You would think both sides would learn. But all it takes is 2 or 3 idiot owners, or 3 or 4 idiot players with some punch, and that's all it takes. And they'll sit there and argue all day. I haven't looked. I haven't been watching who I would draft this year. I have not watched. I have not. I haven't even looked. I didn't watch much college baseball at all last year. College baseball, until they go to a wooden bat, I don't care nothing about watching it. Aluminum bat, 15-14. Nah, I don't care anything about watching that. High school needs to also incorporate the wooden bat. I think you got too many high school kids hitting 400-foot home runs. That's just stupid. It's just stupid. It really is. There are way too many long shots being hit. Yeah. And they need to move for the young ladies playing softball, move the fence back 50 feet. 200 feet is a joke, even for high school. So for college, you're going to keep it 220? No. 270. Move it back. There is something called a triple in baseball. That's where you get from home plate to first to second to third. And a lot of times you actually have to run. a triple is nothing. I mean, you may get 3 triples in a season with one team. That's crazy. That you need a field big enough to where if ball can bounce off a fence and do that. Who would win a donut eating contest? I don't know about that. But yeah, it's. I think it's more realistic that they will probably. I think they'll. What's the day? The 7th, 8th. Today's the 8th. I think about the 20th they'll have it worked out. But if they work it out to 20th, that's going to cut into the season. They'll be playing another 140 games. They'll be playing 140 game season instead of 162. A lot of money out of the owners' pockets, and take it out of the players' pockets too. Oh yeah, they prorate everything, and these players that have went out and bought houses that are $100 million houses, $50 million houses, $20 million houses. If they don't play, they don't pay for their house. Now, are they high risk prospects? Probably not. Being you're probably not going to kick them out, right? Who do you think wins Super Bowl MVP? I hope it's a defensive player for the Bengals. Maybe Eli Apple. I don't know. I think Stafford has a rough day. I really do. I think Cincinnati's defense is going to get to it. Not that Burrow's not going to have problems. Burrow's going to have his own problems. But I think there's going to be some run backs. I think there's going to be I think it's going to be a wide open game there for a while. I think both teams could score 20 points in one of the halves. Easy, maybe both. But I think it, at the end, defense it's going to come down to defense. We're going to see if they can stop them. We'll see. Now I'm talking about if the Bengals can stop the Rams. I think it'll stay close. But I like the Bengals straight up. I picked them 35-31. Might be a little bit high scoring than I think it could be. I mean, it definitely could be 24-21. But I think they win. I think Cincinnati wins the game. Now, obviously, 35-31, they wouldn't kick any field goals. Chances are they probably will have to kick some field goals. And that rookie kicker, he's not scared, not one bit. I probably, they took him with a 4th-round pick. If somebody offered me a 1st-round pick, I probably wouldn't trade him. I probably, if in the offseason, somebody offered you a 1st-round pick for him, I don't think you can take it. Because a great kicker, he's not a good kicker. He's a great kicker. They're hard to find. Yeah, I think Tom's done. I really do. If he returned, he wouldn't come back to Tampa. I don't know where he would go, and that's the thing. He would have to sit out a year because he's got a promised year this year and next year. So if he came back, he would have to come back to Tampa. I don't think that's what he wants. I think he'd like to go to San Francisco. But, I mean, come on. San Francisco's unloaded. I mean, the Rams unloaded the house to get their player for now. And if they win the Super Bowl, the Lions get another 1st-round pick. Yeah, no, for Garoppolo. Right. That's why I say if the Falcons get rid of Matt Ryan, they're going to get a 1st-round pick. I don't care if he is 38 years old, 39. I don't care. If Ryan leaves Atlanta, they're going to get a 1st-round pick. Or he'll stay. they're not going to get rid of him for a fourth. They're not going to let him walk for that. They will keep him under contract unless they can get a number 1 pick, a first round pick. And I think they'll get it if they market him. If they go out here and say, "Hey, we're looking to sell," could happen. To me, I wouldn't give up a second round or a third round pick. I much less a player. I might give a player up, but I wouldn't give a draft pick up for Garoppolo. He's too up and down. He's too up and down for me. I call him Guido Garoppolo. Yeah, I don't trust Guido at all. I really don't. I think he could. Yeah, I think he's a bust. He plays well at times. He plays well and can really do what he needs to do at times. When the pressure's on him, he folds like a tent. So, all right. I guess I will head out. You all have a great day. God bless. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.